Hi, I'm Adrian Ramsay and we're at Monks Crescent today where I'm designing a beautiful new custom home. It's going to be facing out to the southeast, across the sea, taking in views of Moreton Island, etc. It's going to be a really special project. Throughout this project we're going to continually shoot video and keep you up to date with what's happening on it. I'm looking forward to telling you about it and explaining the different design features as we take this journey. The views from Monks Crescent make it a sought-after place in the Buderim property market, with access to Wirianda Park, the town centre, about 7 minutes to the beach. This place is just amazing to live in. So this is where we've got to use a bit of imagination. At the moment we've got a pile of dirt. Well, it's a flat pile at least. So I've come through the main gate into the home, into where the home will be, and I'm thinking that we're going to put the garages over on this side and get sort of this beautiful sort of tree piece in the corner here that we can bring into the garden, and so we'll be able to garden out this side out the front really beautifully. Looking at the aspect of the block, I think that our best views are going to be over this way. With how that will work, I want to position the living, probably the dining and the kitchen, so that all comes into that viewpoint. So it'll be all over this way, looking out over our east and towards the south there. We'll pick up all the night lights over Caloundra and then all the way up the coast. And of course we can see all the way to Moreton Island, which will be really amazing. If you can imagine sitting here, eating dinner, with all that going on in the background, and then even like on just a beautiful day like today, you're going to end up with this incredible backyard just tucked in here, really private. And yeah, and the breezes that just come up off the hill from the sea. It'll be amazing. Kitchen over here, I'm thinking, so that in the morning when you come into the kitchen, you've got a reasonably good amount of sunlight coming in, so it's a nice bright space. Pool over there. So if you're in the kitchen, you get the proximity to the pool. Not only that, it acts as a beautiful big water feature for the home, because we'll be able to see it through our living area as well as our dining area. Because this pool's going to be collecting the first light from the east in the morning, it's going to warm up, so it's not going to be a really cold pool, and it will collect sunlight until well after lunch. As the sun moves behind the house, the pool will be left warm. This area here will still be warm, but the intense heat will be gone. So it's going to stay a really beautiful temperature that will make it really usable in the evenings and stuff. I'd like to be able to get a breeze that runs this way through the home as well. If I can create a breezeway that's running from end to end, with the chimney of the atrium, I'll be able to drag air in and up no matter which way I've got the breeze coming from. So with that east-west effect where we're going to drag the air in, we're going to create a temperature differentiation, and in doing that we will create natural breeze through the home, which will help in its own cooling effects. So yeah, in the winter what will happen is as this end of the house heats up, so we'll get the morning sun, and because it's low sun, it penetrates deep into the house, so we'll get it coming well inside. That will actually heat up the surfaces inside, and they'll hold radiant heat. If that gets too warm, all we have to do is just let a little bit of air in from this western side, that we can just regulate the amount of air in there, and then that will actually push that hot air out, but the surfaces will stay warm. So you'll retain the heat, but you won't have the stale air. The air won't be like closed off as much. And then the other thing that's always a challenge is as we create big open spaces, is what we do with noise. Because we have hard surfaces like glass and concrete and these harder surfaces, and how do we control noise in those spaces? So what we'll do is we'll be looking for other solutions in the design and in the build to reduce that noise factor, to bring it under some kind of control so that it makes the house livable. With using something like breeze block or screening, that we get this transparency. I'd like to also do some sort of effect where we bring the garden from the outside into the home so that we're not just blocked off from it, so that we transition the space. In the night time, if I screen it really well at the front, what we'll get is a beautiful like lattice or lace look that will make the house really, really attractive, like it'll look really cool. So in this brief, we've got 2 main bedrooms. Master bedroom downstairs and a master bedroom upstairs, both with en-suites, both with walk-in robes. With that being the case, I'm thinking if one's tucked over here, then it can kind of be in behind the garage area and then come up the side of the home looking out into the pool area, and then one upstairs which would take in all the views of the coast from pretty much Mooloolaba, Point Cartwright, all the way round. So thank you for joining me as I've taken you around the block, given you some of my thoughts. We're going to shoot a series of videos. In the next one, I'm going to take you through some of my workups as I work towards getting this design completed. I'm Adrian Ramsay. I look forward to seeing you again in the future.